Hello, hello, hi, Yigpanooper. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I am somebody who used to work in a call center environment for a long time in an office. Um, 12, 14, 16 hour days, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until my pancreas quit on me, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. So I'm not sure if you've ever hit rock bottom like that, but that's a double whammy because my health was challenged and my wealth was challenged, if you would. So I had to turn on to the online space. As I mentioned it many times throughout my lives, I truly believe that we don't get restricted, but we get redirected. So I had to turn on to the online space, and now I help folks to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that resonates with you, drop the word me in the comments. Let's go. PK, I see you on on TikTok. In fact, tonight's live, it was inspired by you. I kind of had something else in mind. It wasn't really speaking to my heart, but based on the message you sent me, I'm like, you know what? He's I got to do this again. You mentioned something about something that I've mentioned like 3 years ago about a birthday wish, and you put it into practice today. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should do that one again. So here we are. So I'm going to give you the three things, the three secrets that make a birthday wish special, right? No matter who it's coming from. Well, kind of depends on who it's coming from, but it makes any birthday wish special. And I'm going to give you one tradition for myself, anyway, that I do every birthday, no matter where I am and who I'm with. This is something I do and I've done for years. I may have talked. I don't know if I've actually. I don't remember talking about this before. So you're in a little surprise with tonight. So the three most important things about a birthday wish is this. The first one has got to be very obvious, right? The first one is timing, right? So, if I have a birthday today and you wait until 11:59 p.m., last minute of the day, to wish me a birthday wish, versus you're the first one who texts me or sends me a call or calls me or sends me a message to wish me a birthday wish. If it were your day, which one would make you feel more special? The one that you wake up to, or the one you go to sleep with? It's got to be the one you wake up to, right? You wake up, you're like, you seeing the texts, you're seeing all the posts, you're seeing all the chats, versus somebody, hits you up like last minute, oh, bro. So timing is very important. If you want to wish somebody a happy birthday, make sure that you got your timing on right. Okay. Number two, it's got to be, let me see, where do I put two and three together? Let's see. It's got to be genuine, right? It's got to be real. You can't just like throw it. I know probably send the same message. I've been sending the same message for the past maybe 2, 3 years. I'm guilty. But then I really mean every single word in the message I sent. Like I really carefully put that thing together. The first time I put it together, I'm like, this is all the things I wish for everybody, right? So it's got to be real. It's got to be genuine. it's got to be without hooks. This is so important. A lot of people, a lot of people use birthday wish is birthday wishes as an opportunity to pitch a product or a service or a business. This is not the time, you guys. It's got to be a genuine birthday wish that you're actually wishing somebody happy birthday, right? And without any expectations or any hooks or by the ways, right? Oh, by the way, I sell this. By the way, I do this now. By the way, right? It's just got to be a real birthday wish and just leave it at that. And it better be real. I would recommend if somebody sends me a birthday wish and it's fake, I'd rather not get it. You know what I mean? Because you can totally feel that too. I know you know what I'm talking about. Drop a one in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Um, where somebody has sent you a birthday wish and you're like, oh, they don't mean it. I don't know, right? Because and here's the thing. It's really important to be real because the third one is it depends who it's coming from, right? Because it's if it's coming from somebody you love and you care about, mom, dad, brother, sister, siblings, coworkers, friends, associates, whatever they may be, if they're dear to you, if they're special to you, if at least you know them and you have no harsh feelings or you don't hate them or anything, you don't have any problems with them, then it sits well, right? It depends who's coming from. It sits really well if it's coming from somebody who's special, right? And if it's coming from somebody like maybe an ex boss or ex girlfriend or boyfriend or maybe somebody who abused you as a child and they send you a birthday, like if it comes from somebody you don't like or you don't connect with or you've had issues with or you have separated from for years, then it just doesn't feel as good, right? And here's the main part about who it's coming from, and it's got to be genuine. Why? Because they're wishing you a happy birthday. And I think that's so important because you're literally wishing the birthday of somebody. Like you're celebrating the fact that this person was born that day. That's why it's got to be heartfelt, right? Like you're celebrating that. You may not know the person all their lives, but as much as you know, you're celebrating that day that you've been around for all these years, right? So it's got to be real and it's got to be from the person you actually care about or you don't hate at least, right? And if you were to combine all three, imagine if you got a text first thing in the morning from somebody you care about, you love, you adore, and you know it's real. How good would that feel? Versus you get a late text from somebody you don't even like and you know it's fake. So if you're going to wish somebody a happy birthday, I'll wrap it up. Make sure you do it quickly, like as soon as you can. Don't wait until the end of the day. Be real about it, and try to be somebody who is important in other people's lives, and so that they welcome when they get your wish. They're like, "Oh my goodness, Sean sent me a message. I love it." Right? Be that kind of a person, and I'll give you this one tradition that I've been doing for years. With on my birthday, I actually do this on my birthdays. I do it on Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving, and sometimes I do it Fourth of July or um, Labor Day or Memorial, but mostly my birthday, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and Christmas. right? And what I do is I take some time to myself, no matter where I am, who I'm with, or what I'm doing. I take some time to myself and I look back as far as I can go on my birthdays. So, for example, I go back to today is September 5th, 2025. I go back to 2024, September 5th. What was I doing? Where was I? Who was I with? Was I alone? What I just remember what I can remember about the year before. And then when I'm done with that year, I go back to 2023. I go, what was I doing then? Who was I with? Was I alone? What was happening? And then I go back to 2022 and I just go back as far as I possibly can. Now, sometimes in between years, I can't remember, right? Like, I'll just throw one up. 2021, I'm like, I don't remember what I was doing. I actually do know what I was doing 2021. Um, and I'd be like, well, I don't remember. So I go back one more, right? So I just keep going back until I completely don't remember. Like some of you know, I actually turned two in the hospital. I turned two in the hospital, and I also turned 21 in the hospital. Some of you didn't know that. So in 1990, in 1974 and 1993, September 5th, I was in the hospital. So, but so I try to remember year after year, right? Same thing with Thanksgiving, New Year's, and Christmas. I'm like, where was I? What was I doing? Like, what was happening? You know, it's kind of cool. After a while, you'll be like, oh, that year really sucked, you know, and then you're like, oh, that year was so good. I wish I could bring it back. And then, you know, you get all these mixed emotions. So if you haven't done so, I highly recommend it. You're gonna have so much fun with it. Don't stress yourself out if you don't really remember like 2 years, 3 years in a row. Just go back more. Uh, you'll be surprised. You'll come back and you'll remember like little things about each year, and it'll make it fun for you. The other thing I want to wrap up with is many of you have sent me messages and texts and have posted on my wall on Facebook and have wished me a birthday wishes, happy birthday. I can't thank you enough. That really means a lot, right? It does actually mean a lot when random folks, you know, take the time to do that. For me, that's special. So I really appreciate any of you who've done it, and I appreciate you. Most likely, um, I've done that for you as well. So, if I feel like it makes me feel good, I got to make others feel good with it as well. So, thank you so much for all the best wishes and everything. I'll wrap it up with this. I know this year that passed for me was absolutely insane. Was one of probably one of my worst years. Probably one of my worst years. And we're here. We're here. So I want you to know, no matter what you're going through, that is not the end of your book. That is not the end of your story, right? You got to believe that is not how it's going to end. So, um, got to go forward, right? You got to go forward. So, again, this is one of those, hey, you kind of review these years, you know, and go back and remember as much as you can. So, with that, again, thank you so much for all the best wishes and the B Day wishes. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below, and let this feed grow. If you are not following me, you can on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. What do you want to say? And I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, Lucy, I see you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you on Facebook. So, with that, if you know somebody who you think would get value from this live, tag them to it. Let's go. Share away. And with that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to work in an office call center environment for a long time now, 12, 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. The funny thing is, some of you have actually worked in that office with me until my pancreas quit on me, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. I don't know if you've ever had rock bottom like that. I don't recommend it. It is not fun. And so I had to turn on to the online space. What else are you going to do, right? And so now I help folks just like you, just like me, to start a side gig online and grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, whether you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments and I'll get back with you after this live. With that, I'm signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.